Good evening. Welcome to take 2 of my Disney Dreamlight Valley tour. The first time, quite early on in the tour, I hit end to open the map, and that also apparently muted my microphone and you couldn't hear me for the rest of the video. So we're not going to do that this time. We're only going to get to the map through the menu, which is escape, and not use the shortcut. For those of you who have never played Dreamlight Valley, it's basically Animal Crossing with Disney characters. I have a whole bunch. I have maxed out my friendships with all the available people currently. I'm keeping up to date with it. And it's been in beta for a year, a little over a year. And in December is about to go live. As a real live big boy game. So this is all the characters it's starting with as available, but there will be many more over the coming years. The next one confirmed is Jack Skellington is coming in December, which is odd to me that they didn't do it in October, but whatever. He likes Christmas, He's about it, so. That was Green Bean. She wanted to be on the show too. So yeah, at Dreamlight Valley, you have a lot of control over where you put literally everything. Each of these characters has their own house to live in. Some of them live together, like Anna and Kristoff and Olaf. And Simba and Nala. But mostly they all have their own little house. And you can put them wherever you like. There's different biome areas. So you can put basically anything anywhere you want to in any biome. But it's just to have different environments. So this one's grassy plain. This is the Glade of Trust is a swamp. The Sunny Plateau is a savanna type deal. Forgotten Lands is dark and spooky. Forest of Valor is just a forest. Frosted Heights is snowy, and there's Dazzle Beach, which is obviously a beach. And then the plaza is just the central area, a little more structured than the rest of them. You'll see. So I just thought I'd start with an overview of what the whole map looks like in case I think most of the people watching this won't be people who play the game. So that's what it's like. It's very, very fun. I'm enjoying it a lot. They've put a lot of thought and care and detail into all the characters. They do a lot of fun stuff. So this is the central thing in the plaza. This cannot be changed. You can't put furniture here. You can't move it. This is the one spot that's set in stone, and it's got this central well. There's a well in each of the biomes, and you can portal between them if you would like. Mirabelle's over here singing. And Mother Gothel's over here gaslighting me. Oh yeah, I mentioned this in the other video, which is that when I started the game and had to type my name in, I didn't realize I had caps lock on, and I thought, some games it's just for aesthetic purposes, anything you type in shows up in all caps. So I didn't go, oh, I have caps lock on. I went, oh, that's how it looks when I type it in. But no, I had typed it in all caps, and that's how it was saved, and now everyone shouts my name. Hi, Kristoff. So that's fun. Here's Goofy. Here's Disney Castle. In there is just a whole bunch of doors with portals to some different worlds. Not everybody has their world as a door portal. But some characters start out in their world and you have to invite them over to yours by going and helping them out in their world, which is pretty fun. So this is the starting area. This is where everyone shows up when they first come to the valley. Yeah. So the rest of this is all stuff that I've placed and designed. So we're going to start on this side. This is my shopping center area. So you go through this little arch. This is, there's Moana. This is Remy's restaurant, Chez Remy. It's got 5 stars, obviously. And right next to it is his Parisian apartment where he lives. So I thought it'd be nice for him to have a short walk to his restaurant. Characters can go in there and eat. I'm not going to waste time going in there, but there's like, you know, a bunch of tables, and then characters can show up in there and like request a dish, and then there's a little kitchen that you can cook in with Remy and make their dish and bring it to them, and then your friendship goes up. But I've already maxed everyone's friendship. And speaking of little details, there's some tables in there also without chairs where characters like Simba and Nala will sit at because it's easier for them to sit without a chair. And then some characters don't ever show up in there at all, such as Buzz and Woody, because they're toys and they don't eat. This is the kind of little details that I love that they put in. Also, each of the characters can like help you out with a task, and one of them is fishing. Except Ariel does not have fishing as an option for her because obviously she would not like that. And I wouldn't have made her do it. I was already thinking when I met her, okay, I'm not going to make her do fishing. But it wasn't even an option because they thought of that. I made this little patio here, this little romantic patio with the lights. It's dark out as I record this, but actually maybe I should, you can adjust the time of day. Just how it looks, not like the actual time it functions as. So let's do that. Yeah, so that looks nicer. It looks nice at night too. You got to see it, these little canopies all lit up. And so yeah, this is not part of the restaurant naturally. I put these here. And this one I made a rug so it looks like wood planking. So it looks like a little deck. And then I placed the chairs and all that just to have a little outdoor terrace to eat at. It looks romantic. There's a stupid hole that showed up in the middle of the rug, but I can't dig it up because it's underneath the rug, which is infuriating. So I'll have to take care of that later. But and then I kept all my food ingredients, my fish and my vegetables and stuff over here for Remy to use for his restaurant when he needs to stock up. Donald's having a tantrum over here. I dressed him up in a little safari outfit. He's very cute. This is Scrooge McDuck's shop. He is the one who sells all the furniture and clothes in the valley. So as you can see, I've already been shopping and bought this other display case, but I think I already have this one. So yeah, you can buy stuff from there. So I decorated the outside of it just with flowers and stuff. Pretty simple. And then back behind it, I've got this little... This is like one of the cleaning robots from Wall-E, I think. So I had him like sweeping the little path back here. There's a couple signs that lead you to Scrooge's. We've got... This is my little area where I kind of seasonally decorate. So I've started decorating for Christmas. I haven't done all the decorating I intend to do yet, but I have... At least most of the year, there's like a little, well, not little, a big old fountain right here with Mickey. I think Merida, not Merida. Mirabelle, that's her name. God, I had it a second ago. I think Mirabelle's going to follow us around and serenade us this whole tour, so... I hope you enjoy that little snippet of that one song. So yeah, there's Christmas tree and sleigh and stuff here, and candy trees and snowy trees. I just made it a little display for the entrance. So that's that side. And then to the right, we have my area. I took this whole half of the plaza for myself. So we have a little seating area along the path that has benches and little lights over it. At night, those are lit up. Let's look at it real quick. Yeah. Nice, right? Cute. And then we have this topiary over here looking out over the cliffside. There's another little patio with a chair and some snacks. To the right, we have a little grilling area with more snacks. And some checkers, spot to play checkers, and a little spot to sit under the shade of my weeping willow. This is my garden. I've got one of every kind of fruit-bearing tree and bush around the edges of it, and then in this little, like, geometric circle kind of thing, I have 80 spots to plant stuff in. Right now I'm growing tomatoes and cotton. So yeah, there's just some decorative trees back here, make it look green and lush, and some benches. Christoph's admiring my cotton. And have some like potted plants and stuff around. Here is my crafting area. I have like a chest, all my crafting supplies organized into the different colors, and just a little fountain for decoration. And this is my table where I make stuff. Just crafting, you can craft some furniture just like in Animal Crossing. Here's a little bench to sit and overlook the meadow. And this is my house. You can give it different skins. I've chosen this purple cottage kind of look because it's really cute and homey. I've definitely decorated for Christmas in here. So yeah, Christmas explosion. A lot of this stuff I got last year at Christmas time when I got the game a little before Christmas. I think it was like November-ish. It was on sale. Probably for Black Friday. That's probably around now when I had bought it. So yeah, there's a little reading area over here. We got the Christmas tree and a gift table. And then Gaston's antler chair. You can sit and read a storybook in front of the cozy fireplace. Yeah. And then we've got my kitchen, which I got the Christmas table set up, but otherwise it's all the same as it normally is. Got a cauldron fire over here, just a little seating spot. Some Arendelle themed cabinets. The duckling pub sign from Tangled. Nice little fake view out the window of like Paris countryside. Yeah, I really like the kitchen. On the other side, we have my crafting room. Just the paint table with an easel and like a pretend prop that I painted, except I would have done a better job than this, but you know, maybe Stitch helped me or something. And there's a utility sink and like a supply storage closet and a seating spot, model boat that I maybe put together in here, and a camera. And then we've got a sewing table with a little donut chair and some fabric for like making clothes, making costumes and stuff. Yeah. A paint splattered window behind the painting area. It's a cute room that I would love to have for real. Back here, I just had all this nautical themed stuff, and I had to make myself a pirate captain's cabin. So even though there's a bed in here, this isn't my official bedroom. It's just my captain's cabin. Have my safe in here, which is constantly cracked open, and you can see the gold in it, which seems, you know, contrary to its purpose, but whatever. If you open it, there's actually shiny gems in there, in case I need them. So yeah, nautical themed stuff. Lots of books. Big window. A golden bathtub. Here's Cortez's chest of gold. Cursed Aztec gold. Little fireplace. And a canopy bed. And then a bunch of like model ship and chip in a bottle and fancy stuff on the table here. I had fun with this room. And basically in your houses you can add as many like floors and rooms as you want pretty much. So I've added some stuff just kind of to experiment, but I haven't filled it all up, so this won't be a long house tour, but this is my bedroom, like what I would want to be my bedroom given the options in this world. So we have a little cozy sitting area in front of the fire with a sketch pad. These little guys, cute guys on the wall. A cozy couch and a guitar. Nightlight next to the bed. The bed is, of course, orange and blue. And we got a cool nighttime view out the window as long as starry wallpaper. And I really like this chair. It's cool. This room, we have my library. In the middle, we got the fireplace from Elemental, which is a good movie that I watched just recently. Didn't get enough attention, I feel like. And there's a little book nook over here. Reading window. Lounge chair. Here's a writing desk and a computer desk. And just some nice decorations on the wall. And on this side, we have my bathroom. My fancy, luxurious bathroom. It's got a manta ray ceiling hanging. Here's this coral rack to hang your clothes on. Nice, comfy seat. Got my makeup bag on the floor here with next to the vanity. This cute little toilet. With our Lord and Savior Mickey above it. And sink and mirror. Some drawers to store stuff. A little tiny trash can. A Monsters Inc. themed bathtub. And then my robe rack. And this room actually doesn't have anything in it at the moment. It used to be my Lion King themed game room, and I still want it to be my game room, but I'm changing the theme because I took my Lion King stuff out to use elsewhere. And then there's only one thing on the top floor, which is, well, this room I eventually intend to look like the ballroom from Beauty and the Beast, but right now it's just kind of temporary holding stuff. But this room is... In this game, you have like a nega version of yourself, like a dark MIDGI. And I made this room for her. She's got purple and black aesthetic, so that's the aesthetic I put in the room, so she can stay in my house if she wants to. This is her bedroom, her little room. It's got everything you need, except maybe a toilet, but she can come down and use mine, I guess. And these rooms are literally just empty rooms that I use for setting up temporary, like, scenes or whatever for taking pictures, because there's picture competitions every week with a theme, kind of like Love Nikki sort of style. That's my house. So yeah, that is everything in the plaza. So, if you go down this middle, straight down the middle, there's a cool grand staircase, and then we're in the peaceful meadow, which I made into, at least the central part, into this little suburban street kind of thing. So here's Minnie's house, and I gave her some matching pink flowers and trees and chair. And then right next to it is Mickey's house. He's got a little bench. And then over here, hi Donald, I gave him a little garden. Because it was kind of part of the plot that he liked planting a garden. So, and he kind of had one at the beginning of the game. I totally moved his house from where it used to be, but I gave him his little garden still because he deserved it. And then across the street we have Goofy's house. Goofy likes to go fishing, so I gave him his very own little fishing pond. Eric's just creeping in his backyard for some reason. So yeah, he has a little couch to chill on, a cooler for his fish, and then he can fish in his pond behind right in his own backyard. And if he wants to cook them, there's this little grill here. Eric's sitting down like I'm gonna make him something. Fat chance, buddy. So yeah, it's my little Disney Main Street kind of thing. And if you look down here, you can also see Donald's boat where he lives on the beach. Which we'll get there, but I just think it's a nice touch that, like, from this street with all the Mickey and Friends pals, you can also see Donald down there. Even though he's not actually up here. And then if you go this way, here's another fishing pond for public consumption. And a swimming pool for when it's nice out. Little clock tower. This is actually an Easter decoration with figment topiary, but I liked the actual topiary so much I'm just leaving it here. And this is my marketplace square that I made. It's got one of the portal wells in the middle. And we got Goofy's produce stall. He sells a different assortment of like plants and seeds in every biome. So, and then Kristoff has a stall where he sells like crafting materials, which I've mostly bought him out for the day. Here's Woody's carousel, which I did a whole quest line where I helped him fix it up and get it working again. And you can hear it playing the "You've Got a Friend in Me" song. Very cute. And then there's this whole produce stand, fresh fruits and veggies that I decorated all nice because we just had a photo competition about Wally's garden. So I dressed up in like green and brown, and I put like a sun hat on and brought Wally over here with me and took a picture like about right here or so. So I had all this, the whole fruit and veggie stand, and then the trees behind, and I thought it looked pretty good. It's currently in voting week for that competition, so we'll see how I did on Wednesday. And then these are just some decorative stands. They don't actually function, but I just put some stuff on them. There's some little Alice in Wonderland try me cookies, eat me. And there's some random stuff over here. Got the popsicle cooler. And then on the other side, I should have gone that side first, but that's okay. I'm going to go down this way. Now this little path, Mother Gothel's fishing. She rarely ever does that. That's weird. And we have the big pond. This is the best fishing pond over here. This is a nice statue. I like it with all three of these guys. I feel like Goofy should be on it too, but close enough. There's a little Zen garden here, just kind of for something to put here. This area is not very filled out, but you know, you gotta leave room because there'll be tons more characters and things. Oh, I need, no, that's not what I meant to do. I need these flowers. Okay, here's Eric's castle. It looks very cool. It's hard to get the whole thing in frame. Here, I'll do it this way. There you go. Get a good look at it. I put it facing this corner because he can look right out over the cliff to the ocean and see Ariel's house. She can look out from her tower and see his castle up on the hill. I feel like it's very romantic and cute. So yeah. And then I'm gonna go back all the way over here. Gonna go to the Glade of Trust. We're just gonna quickly walk through here because I haven't done much. I have not moved much around. I've mostly left stuff where it is. I put this water tower here. Nothing has changed over there. In this middle little island thingy is Mother Gothel's tree that she lives in. I don't know why she has a cool tree house. She doesn't deserve such a cool house, but she has it. This is actually, I think, the only house you can't move. So that's there. Nothing's changed over there. And then here we have Wally's house. His little truck that he decorated. And I put him some little things, some pots for gardening because he likes to garden. Little bicycle, a floral bicycle, and like trash can, and so he can go through what other people throw out and find treasures. And a little scooter. So yeah. Yeah, I haven't changed much in here. This is just how it comes mostly. There is a Dreamlight tree over there. I don't know if everyone's Dreamlight trees show up in the same place or not, but... And here is Dazzle Beach. On this end, I've just put like a couple little towels with umbrellas. Donald's ship was always been right in this spot, but I liked it in that spot. I think I centered it better. I think maybe it used to be a little more to the right. I don't know. Anyway. So I haven't done much. So there's just the ship. There's some towels and umbrellas, and then this lifeguard station. Then you cross... Oh, Ariel just dived down over there. Across the little bridge, and this area is much more decorated. So we have a little seating area over here. We have Ariel's house here. The entrance is on this side. But like from their tower, you can see Eric's castle up there. So we've got some like sea decorations. This part you do have to see at night because some of this stuff glows and it's really cool. Look at that. And her Eric statue right outside. So every time she comes out of her house, you'll see him. This is just a little empty dock, but eventually I'm going to get one of those house skins that looks like a big ship. So I can live on a ship, which will be fun. And then I'm going to put it right at the end of this dock, so it looks like it's docking. I think that'll be cool. Here we have a statue of Maui, right next to Maui's house. He loves to admire his own self, so while Ariel's over there admiring Eric, he can admire himself. This is Maui's house. I can't change what they look like on the inside, so I'm not showing you any of the insides. They're not decorated or anything. Okay. Change it back. This is just a little island. It has Skull Rock next to it, so I made it kind of piratey. I got some pirate treasure. Little rowboat. Little hammock. This giant clam. There's a raft over here. Yeah. Nothing too fancy. Oh, I'm gonna break this thing. I need sand. Alright. This is Moana's house. She's got a little coconut ember cooking stove kind of thing right here. Some tiki torches out front, a little seating area over here, and then like a meal display with big cooked fish over here. Back here is this little like ancient cave that's like part of the plot line and stuff, but that's nothing that that's always there. That's a permanent fixture. Put Goofy's stall right here. And then here's Stitch's house with his little flying car next to it. And he's gone trick-or-treating with his little wagon and Lila's camera. Yeah. And out front there's a little patch of grass so you can sit and relax and enjoy a fruity drink. And look out at the ocean. This is Moana's fishing boat where she can collect her spoils so you don't have to fish them yourself. And this back corner over here is Ursula's area. So she has this stage where she decided she likes to be a star and perform. So we made her a stage with a mic. And there's her little statue of her poopsies. Rest in peace. And this is her house. This is also a little cave that's always here, but when we first found her, that was where she was, stuck in that cave. So I thought I'd put her house next to it in case she had stuff she needed in the cave to bring over. I don't know. I just associated that corner with her already, so. Yeah, Goofy fishing is a lot more normal than Mother Gothel. He's doing a great job. I'm going to go up this little ramp to the forest. And here we have the Forest of Valor. Our latest, actually it's still going on. The current photo competition challenge was a campsite, like a camping photo. So I had dressed up in like flannel and stuff and got Donald in his safari outfit and took a picture with him in this campsite that I made. That's Buzz's house, the RV. I think it's from the third movie. Or fourth movie? Fourth movie. Yeah, Toy Story 4. It's the one where they're traveling in an RV, I think. Yeah, so I set up a picnic. There's a picnic table with some like fried fish and some veggie skewers. There's the roasted veggies you were using to make the skewers. And the grill. Picnic basket full of eggs, as you do. Little blanket for it as a tent. I just thought it was cute. And a hammock with a fan in case you get warm. And there's some trash cans and an outhouse over here. And a little bench in this corner. Yep. That's my camping area. There's nothing really behind it over here. I let a lot of this area just be trees, just be woods. Because it is a forest after all. Oh, there's Belle over there. Hi, Belle.
I suppose every village has people who only think of themselves.
What is that supposed to mean? Gaston? Is she talking about Gaston? I don't know. Gaston is coming soon, too. So here is the Beauty and the Beast area. They live together in this castle. Beast's castle. Here is a rose-themed fountain in the front, and I put all these roses around like they're growing wild on the grounds. A little pump there. And then the Beast has this this greenhouse thing where you can buy flowers from him. And I think it's gorgeous. I love it. So I put it up on this cliff so you can kind of see it from down in the shopping center too. Here's a magic mirror, which I feel like it's supposed to be handheld, but I don't know why they made it a standing one, but you know, whatever. And then over here they have a little romantic dinner area with lighting and stuff, which I thought was very pretty for them to go on a date. So that's their whole little corner of the woods. And then we're going to cross the river on this little bridge. That is one difference from Animal Crossing, is we don't get to pick where the bridges are. They're just built in. But then we don't have to like raise money for them either. So, you know. And also we can put rugs outside. So, you know. Animal Crossing. I'll pick this flower real quick. I need these. This right here is Elsa's ice cave. I gave her a little throne right outside. And then right above it, I put the Arendelle Castle, just so they almost look like one piece, like separate but together, which I thought was very fitting for them, because that's where Anna and Kristoff and Olaf live, in that castle up there, and then Elsa lives in this cave. It's nice inside, like she's designed it all up in there, you know, with her icy ways. It's not like she's exiled to a cave. And this, I tried to intentionally like block out everything over here with like thick trees and brambles and things, to make it so that you have to go all along this mysterious path in the woods, not knowing what you'll find at the other end. So there's this arch that you go under, and there's a little path. There's nothing over there. We are around the bend, and there's a wizard's tower. This is Merlin's house. And this one I also have to show you at night. It's great. The trees are glowing, and the crystals are glowing, and everything's glowing. The magic is glowing from the tree. Yeah, I put these glowing pennants outside. I placed these crystals all over the place. Magic well kind of thing. And then if you go on the other side, there's this little area where he's been working on stuff. So he's got some alchemy stuff, lots of books everywhere, candles to read the books by. His little broom servant man thing. And a cauldron. And then over here, I'm pretty proud of this spot back here, because this is also a rug. It's not an actual little pond. I made a rug to look like water, and then I artfully placed some rocks and plants and things around it so the edges don't look so square. So I think it looks pretty convincing. I think it looks good. I'm very happy with it. Yeah. And it's got a few little fairy lights back in there to make it look magical too. Yeah, I love this area. Even though some of the angles, like the trees kind of get in your view, but that makes it feel like cramped and like spooky, which I love. Alright, back to business. Mirabelle again.
Hermoso día. So sunny.
I remind you of Louisa? I'm so short. Alright. Up here. Okay, this isn't much, but here's the other side of Arendelle Castle with the front door, and like there's some Yule goats and Kristoff's sled with a little snowman plushie at the front, because I thought that was funny. This is mostly barren. I've kind of cleared it out. I've tried multiple things, but haven't really stuck with anything. So there's just like some remnants of my design attempts. There's an igloo over here, a fountain over here, but like there's a big open area where there used to be a building, but I took it away. Yeah, there's not much over here. Just a wintry land. But I know come Christmas time we're going to get some Christmassy Star Path items, and I imagine this is where I'll be putting most of them, because I already know one of them is going to be an ice rink, which will be perfect for up here. Simba, aren't you cold? I did put a little snowman over here, that's about it. and this snowy cloud at the entrance. So it makes sense why it's forest and all of a sudden you go upstairs and it's cold. It's because of this magic snow cloud. Let's glide on back to the plaza. Then there's one other little area. Oh, Vanellope's over here glitching along. Oh, there's Buzz. Hi, Buzz. Everyone's true to size. I don't remember if we've seen Remy or not, because we did in the first video, but I don't remember if we have in this video, but he's a little rat. Sometimes he looks like the little critters that are around, like there's little squirrel, like here's a little squirrel that just runs around. He's about that size, maybe even smaller. Oh, we froze for a second, but we're back. Okay. Up to the Sunlit Plateau! I love this area. I need this flower. I kind of let this area purposefully stay very wild because it is supposed to be like a open savanna area. So there are some open spaces, but they're all, I've like placed every single like tree and bush and things that you see to like be designy, so that I like all the views, so it still looks like a savanna, but there's like, you can see pretty trees and waterfalls and things when you look around. So like, even though this doesn't have a ton of furniture, I have decorated it very meticulously. So here is the casa. Mirabelle's house, obviously. And it waves at you. I hope you saw that when you come near. I put the coffee beans over here because Colombia. Obviously. And I put the Madrigal table. There, it's doing it again. Hello, casita. And here's a little picnicky area. Just under some shade tree. And then I put Goofy's stall right next to it because, I mean, there's no one else except lions here. And they won't be buying seeds. Eric, why are you hiding in the lemon tree? You weirdo. I feel like it's a communally like recognized thing that Eric's kind of a freak. Like, everyone makes jokes that he just bowed to Belle. Like he flirts with all the ladies and is just a kind of a creep. I think it's hilarious. Cause like the whole community seems to think that. So yeah, anyway, back to business. There's a little mine cave in here, but you can't really decorate that, so I'll just show you the entrance right there. Hi, Goofy. Across this bridge, and there's the well, and with this right behind it, there's one of these in every biome. You probably have noticed some of them. They're part of the plot. You like reawaken them, and they like each of them represents a quality like friendship or trust or stuff like that, you know. So yeah, I thought it looked nice, like directly behind the well as you come across the bridge. Goofy's fishing again. And then we'll follow the river over this way. There's a big old watering hole. Here's a hammock to chill beside it, or you can sit on this log and look over it. Which is cute. I love that. Once again, I've like very specifically placed all these trees around it and stuff, even though it looks pretty wild. So over here, marked with a lion statue, is our lions area. We've got this Dreamlight tree overlooking Pride Rock back here, which is where Simba and Nala live. Decorated with some flowers, and here's some like elephant bones or something, and a little pond, and a big shade tree back here. Back in this corner, there's another little secret hammock if you don't want to be out in the sun. And then there's another ramp up to the spooky area, the Forgotten Lands. But we're gonna go up this other ramp because we also have to see Scar's little corner. So this little area over here has been left to be the elephant graveyard, and I'm letting it stay that way. This is where Scar lives. Here he is, just lounging around. These things like appear randomly in this whole biome. You can dig them up and get clay from them. But what I've done is dig up all the ones that appear out there and leave the ones that appear in here to turn this into kind of like a whole elephant graveyard type area instead of just having this one house back here. And then I've given Scar his fish rack because he loves to eat fish. And this is actually usable as a stove. Yeah, so he can cook his fish if he wants to. But yeah, I thought that was fun, and it's worked out really well. I love how this looks with all these bones in here. And all the atmospheric fog when you step in further, which Penelope doesn't seem to mind at all. Okay, this next area is like, I think, my favorite that I've done. So I have, my main way of making money was selling pumpkins, or pumpkin rolls, or puffs, I mean. So I had a giant, just rectangle of a pumpkin field up here because they grow best in the Forgotten Lands. So the ideal place to grow them was in this biome. And so I had just kind of made a big old rectangle of pumpkin, boring, you know. So then we got the fairy godmother added in her little pumpkin house, and her Cinderella like pumpkin themed pieces of furniture and stuff. So I thought I'd turn this into, even though it's functional, a whole pumpkin aesthetic area. So welcome to Pumpkinville. I don't know why these are off, but there we go. So yeah, as you come in, there's some pumpkins decorating the entrance and some more of these little lights. Why are all the lamps off? Actually, it's because I still have it back. That's alright. There. It's dark anyway, so we might as well turn it to night. There we go. That looks better. So these are all lit up. Here's her pumpkin carriage. So this is here's my pumpkin field. This is like a functional area, but it's also so aesthetic. Like pumpkin meets cottage core. So yeah, so we've got Goofy's stall where you can buy the pumpkin seeds. We've got my field right here. We've got a grill where you can cook the pumpkin puffs. And then we have the fairy godmother's house, which is a giant pumpkin, but also her thing that she is able to help with is gardening. So I can just go to her house, knock on her door, and ask her to help me garden pumpkins, and I'll get twice as many as if when I did it myself. So I've got a whole bunch of stacks of pumpkins and things around her door, and this pumpkin Cinderella decoration here. There's a Mickey pumpkin back here. It's like almost a hidden Mickey in this whole area. I like how her house is framed with these red trees too, which are kind of pretty but also a little creepy. And then I put some like pumpkin vine kind of things sprouting out of the ground around. Here's a little stump for you to sit on where you're waiting for your stuff to cook. We have a little bench over here. We have these like orb orange lights to represent pumpkins, of course. Here's a little pumpkin seat as well, next to the birdhouse and the well. And then we have a pumpkin scarecrow here. Some more pumpkins, just pumpkins scattered around as decoration everywhere. And oh, there's my little spooky squirrel. The way you can have a bunch of little pets that you can collect, and then you can either have one follow you around, or you can also place this like doghouse furniture thing, and then pick 4 of them that you want to hang out around it. But it didn't really match the aesthetic, so I kind of hid it behind this fence and the tree. But so that these there's like a crow and a hummingbird and brown crow, and then there's that spooky squirrel. I put them in the house so they're like roaming around this general vicinity. I just thought it was atmospheric for there to be wildlife around. So I have these 2 trees draping this little entrance so you can't see what's in the next area. And then you see the well, and beyond it you see basically a candy area. This is Vanellope's house. So I made, right behind the well, I made this little windy path lined with lollipops that leads up to it. And then I put all these purple bushes around. Ooh, I need these. There we go. To her house, or you can visit her. She's got like games and stuff inside. It's fun. And we have a teacup ride. And then this is kind of a spooky area, but before we go there, behind her house, as part of her like her friendship quests and things like that, plot line, you have to make a racetrack and a race car for her out of candy stuff. So I just spruced up her racetrack after I did it, like the bare requirements for the quest. I made this area with the candy house and decided to spruce it up with the decorations. So also another thing that I helped her make was like some pretend enemies for her to fight, for us to fight, I guess. So I put them as little obstacles along the car path, like you gotta try not to hit them or whatever as you go around corners. And the starting line is this archway because it's balloons, but I thought it looked like, you know, maybe Dippin' Dots or Nerds or something, or candy eggs maybe. Yeah. There, so you go around the racetrack. You can stop here for a snack if you want. And you keep going. And this is from Stitch's furniture collection. It's that little city he makes out of toys and books and things to destroy. But I thought it would also be a fun racetrack decoration. It's like a little mini city that you're driving past. So yeah. There's Vanellope's racetrack. And I put this fence back here with the bushes to kind of separate it from the more spooky area. Speaking of which, let's go back over this way. And then we'll start the spooky area, which we have these pillars to mark the entrance to it. And then we have the Nightmare Before Christmas town fountain. And the curly hill with like a spooky green lamp lighting it. And then this is the haunted mansion. It's dressed up for Christmas-ween. Yeah. For some reason it says 2 days till Christmas, but that is not correct. And I put these candelabras and an extra pumpkin out front. And then I put some more pumpkin buddies over here. Some dead trees next to the seating area with another spooky green light. And yeah. It's right next to this area, which can't be moved at the moment because we haven't quite done much with it yet. But other than that, there's really nothing back at the rest of this area. I've kind of been leaving that for... Maybe Jack Skellington probably will live back here, so I haven't done anything with this whole area back here. Except there's a fountain here just because I like it and I want it to be there. Well, and that is it. You've seen my whole entire valley. So yeah. Oh, there's Elsa. This game is really fun. You've got a lot of creative freedom.
This place is so strange.
It is a nice night for stargazing, Simba. Well, that's another cool thing. You can look up at the sky and there'll be constellations. And if you look at them, they turn into shapes. Sword in the stone. Mickey. There's a few. Where's some more? Remy. I think that one's like a Moana wave or swirl or something. Anyway, yeah. That's another nice little touch. I really want to see... I was hoping to see in this tour 2 villagers having a conversation. Because sometimes 2 random villagers, even from like different movies entirely, will like come up to each other and just with little speech bubbles have a conversation that you can watch. And it's just about really fun stuff like Remy being appalled that Woody doesn't eat food, and Maui bragging about his stories to other people. I was hoping we'd come across one that I could show you because they're really great, but they only happen every once in a while. I guess we didn't catch one. So yeah, that is my valley tour. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to end it right here on this platform. And feel free to tell me how much you love all my decorating. I'm especially proud of the pumpkin one, so please don't insult that one. I'm really happy with it. Yeah, hope this inspired you to make some of your own stuff, and because I've been watching a bunch of YouTube videos to get inspiration for my stuff, and I can't wait for all the new characters and stuff to come out in December, just in time for my birthday. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.